secret websites, secret messages, Morse code, YouTubers getting kidnapped. What in the world is going on in the zombies community right now? Are these really teasers for Black Ops 6, or does the truth lie? Well, I think it's time to go back to where all of this originally began. This all started when somebody reached out to Milo or Mr. Waffle Waffles with a Reddit post that they believed he should investigate. Now, if you don't know, there is a computer terminal within the Cold War campaign. Similar to the Black Ops 1 computer that you used in the menu, people could go in and find Easter eggs and look up things on this computer. Allegedly, somebody did this and they found this. Now, this image, specifically in the center of this computer, of this whatever badge this is, this looks very, very much like the Project Janus emblem or icon or whatever image from Black Ops 6. Additionally, within the scattered numbers and symbols was an email address. Now, many people attempted to email this address, and the email actually replied with specific images. Now, of course, once everybody heard about this, everybody started emailing this email and getting more and more images. Now, on these pictures were different letters and different flipped around stuff that had a whole different secret to it. In fact, this church picture actually led to a specific area that we'll get to later. Now, additionally, part of that email address is a website, and if you go to the website, you get this. It's Siberia. Pretty cool, huh? Now, through more puzzle solving, which, by the way, if you're new to the zombies community, welcome, this is what we do. We're absolutely nuts and we can figure these things out because we're crazy. There's an extension to this website that people found out by doing more, puzzle solving stuff, and they came up with this website here. And this is where the kidnapped subplot begins. And you can see at the bottom of the screen there is a July 22nd at 1:15 p.m., which is famously a zombies number. Another thing that's important to note is the website address here at siberia.net/Rubicon. This is important later. And if you've made it this far, congratulations, we're through all of the really complicated, weird kind of deciphering things already. Because now we get to the iconic part of the live stream that Milo did here. He hears a noise, the power goes out, and the stream ends. Now here is where we're gonna pause Milo's story, because now other people start getting kidnapped. First off, we have Noah J456.
Wait, do you guys hear that? Hold on. Sorry everyone, I'm back now. I hope everyone is enjoying today's zombies video. It should be a good one.
Now after Noah J was Codename Pizza.
And Bailey, pick right now. Pick right now. Be bad.
And as you can probably see, there is an obvious 115 here at the end of this static here in Codename Pizza's stream. It is also worth noting that Merc Music got abducted, but nothing seems to have come from it then, and Black Ops Amazing just got abducted today, but we'll see about that when we get there. What happened next was Codename Pizza actually posted a video, which lately doesn't happen very often. So what could be so important that he's now posting about? Well, it's a complete history of leaked footage from Call of Duty Zombies. Now that's a pretty good time of year for this video, and it's something that I could see Codename Pizza doing, but if we take a look in the description, we have a little cipher to figure out. And on Pizza's Twitter, we actually have a picture. Now, thanks to Jake here, it seems he has solved it. When you solve this cipher, it becomes "the time to trust is soon," which kind of fits loosely with the Truth Lies campaign that Black Ops 6 has been doing. And this picture looks like it's of an island somewhere, which is also very much like the Terminus Island we expect to get on day one of Black Ops 6. So far, pretty cool. Looks like a really solid way to build up hype for Black Ops 6. And then Noah decided to stream Cold War Zombies. In this incredibly short 1-hour Noah J livestream at the end of the boss fight, this happened.
That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. Who said that? Custom Zombies?
3 years of membership, Hugh Stephen.
Now our good friend Glitch actually decoded that Morse code, and it says, "The shadow falls over the castle. Activate programming 12. The moon is bright over the silent river. Not much longer now." But it goes even further, because Noah J updated the description of that live stream with even more Morse code. And it's Perka figured out, or posted at least, saying that this says, "Old clock strikes 12 chimes. Shadows dance. The date whispers, 1953, cold breath." Now what these phrases mean? Well, your guess is as good as mine. As of now, within the Cold War Zombies and Dark Ether storyline, there's not really a castle. The moon is bright over the silent river. Perhaps that's referencing a river in Liberty Falls. Maybe the castle is somewhere on Terminus Island. And in terms of 1953, not a lot has happened in the Dark Ether storyline for 1953. So either this is all new lore that's going to make sense later, or it's something else. But before you can chew on that too long, we need to go all the way back to Milo, who's apparently just crouching next to some dumpsters trying to sneak around. Now he goes through kind of the events that we saw from that live stream where he disappeared. His lights went off, he investigated, and he found this on his roof. There's a bunch of writing and a pretty simple cipher to decipher. This is the same sort of cipher that was in the buried main Easter egg, and there's a whole bunch of writing to this. Now he deciphers that huge cipher and it comes to this. He gets a set of coordinates which is pretty close to where he's at. Now you can read the message if you want, but the most important thing in this message to me is it says B, cross the Rubicon. Rubicon or however you're supposed to say it is actually the extension, the / of the previous website, the Siberia website. So now we've connected the website to this cipher to whoever or whatever was going on top of his roof. It also says, then go dark - 2 weeks. 2 weeks is this Thursday. It might be tomorrow for you as you're watching this video. Now, as Milo is outside investigating those coordinates, this happens.
It looks so sus. Definitely looks like. Yeah, hi. Do I
Good to see you.
know you? What?
Come on this way.
Okay, are we?
So just by the luck of the draw here, he meets up with this random stranger, goes into this bike repair shop, learns how to change a tire or a tube of the tire, and then as he's leaving, he gets handed a briefcase.
Here's your briefcase.
It's not my briefcase.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is.
Once again, I just want to reintroduce everybody. Welcome to the Zombies community. Get used to this kind of stuff. And then just today, as I'm recording this, we got a brand new update. Now to open this briefcase requires a 6-digit code, 3 on each side of the briefcase, and apparently that important date, that July 22nd at 1:15 p.m., apparently that email from way long ago sent out another email with more puzzles to solve that actually opened the briefcase. It turned out to be a Bible verse, which is interesting. Proverbs 15:27 to be exact. Now inside the briefcase is a jacket with a map inside of it, a yellow raincoat, which is important, and then a bunch of like random survival stuff like a water purifier, bungee cord, straps. But most importantly, there's some Scrabble pieces with letters and then numbers on the back. There's informational papers about some wildlife, and then there are pictures of Milo. Now most of the pictures look pretty real except for this last one that looks incredibly photoshopped. So Milo says, hey, they photoshopped me in these pictures. And then there's another puzzle we have to solve with a set of numbers here. And last but not least, there is a plane ticket to DCA. Now, DCA is the airport in DC, like Washington, DC, like the capital of the United States, which is where COD Next is supposedly taking place. But not only that, it is only a little over an hour's drive to the church that was on the photograph that was on the website. Now you could be hearing all of this, donuts, what's the big deal? This is just another Black Ops 6 promotion like the Truth Lies website. Well, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. Because back when Milo was first investigating that website, first looking into the computer thing from Cold War, Charlie Intel and Mr. Dalek JD both had contacts in Activision say that's fake. Charlie Intel going as far as to say, do not send any messages to that email. Mr. Dalek JD said he has triple confirmed with Activision themselves. And in a reply, he says, the fact that a majority of you still don't believe me is wild. He compliments the ARG, which is an alternate reality game, I think, but it sadly just isn't official from Activision whatsoever. Now, Milo knew about this and he tweeted out, solved the fake Black Ops 6 Zombies teaser site, except then Kevin Drew, one of the lead designers for Zombies, said, am I even who I really am? Which then got everybody all confused, and then after everyone was confused for a little bit, Kevin Drew then reaffirmed, no, I'm just kidding, please trust Activision, don't get me in trouble. Additionally, Black Ops Amazing just did a surprise face reveal in order to debunk this, claiming that the image that started this all was just superimposed on the Cold War computer, and it's pretty compelling evidence too. But then at the end of this exposed video, this happens.
Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
So not only does he do a surprise face reveal, but his camera breaks during this video and then comes back for the end of the video and he gets kidnapped. Now, even though that video went out of its way to debunk this, it's kind of still on the table as a joke because of the whole the truth lies sort of deal. So basically right now what we have is a whole heck of a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. You have official Activision people saying, no, this is not real. You have Mr. Dalek JD, who always goes to these zombie events and is really close with Treyarch and Activision. He's saying it's not not real. But then in these videos, Milo is just so compelled to say, hey, this is for Black Ops 6, this is from Treyarch, who do we believe? So let's work this out with as much logic as we can with the information that we have. First things first, and most importantly, is this for Black Ops 6 Zombies or not? Is this by Treyarch or not? The simplest explanation, which is probably the most correct explanation, is the fact that yes, this is probably for Black Ops 6, and this is just building hype for like the multiplayer trailer or the zombies trailer, and building up time for COD Next. Because like Noah said at the end of his stream, he's going to be playing Cold War Zombies for the next couple of streams, probably leading up to something. The other possibility is that this is not from Treyarch, and this has nothing to do with Black Ops 6. And I genuinely cannot think of anything big enough, fun enough, or good enough to like justify this whole like stringing along process that all of these YouTubers have been doing. If it's not for Black Ops 6, what could be bigger? What could be better? I'm not saying it's not possible, but man, I just can't think of one off the spot. Not only would that be weird from like their perspective, especially Milo, because Milo's saying, oh my goodness, this is Treyarch for Black Ops 6. So if it's not from Treyarch and it's not from Black Ops 6, then he's been bamboozled, or he's been bamboozling us. And if it's not from Treyarch, then I think the community might be upset because, hey Treyarch, why aren't you doing anything like this with the zombies YouTubers? Why are they doing it themselves? Why are they doing it with this other company? Why is this other thing happening and you're not promoting Black Ops 6 like this? So I just feel like if it's not for Black Ops 6, if it's not from Treyarch, I think it's just a bad move altogether. A question we can use to solve this problem is, do we believe that Milo, Noah, Pizza, whoever is in on it, knows who else is in on it? Because as we saw from Pizza, as we saw from Noah, they have little ciphers to solve. Milo is on a complete different journey with ciphers and puzzles and briefcases and dogs and bike shops and all this whole other thing. But the reason I think they're in on it is because of just how convenient everything is. Obviously, they're getting their information from somewhere, but not only that, when Milo's just in the street, just randomly, this random person comes up to him and goes, hey, it's time to do this now. Like, what are the odds this person is just casing out Milo's house? Probably not very much. They probably sent a message, hey, you're going to meet this person at this time, or hey, you need to be in this location at this time, whatever that sort of thing is. Now, specifically Milo, if Milo knows this is Treyarch and he is saying, hey, this is Treyarch, then it's probably Treyarch. However, if it's not Treyarch, if it's something different, then him in his videos constantly saying, hey, this is Treyarch. Hey, Treyarch, what about this? Hey, Treyarch, what about this? Ooh, this looks like it's going to COD Next. That seems a little dishonest to me. That is, again, if he knows what's going on. But donuts, if it's not Treyarch, who else could it be? Well, it could be Milo himself, it could be Noah himself and Pizza himself. Now, there's not a lot of good or hard evidence for this, but if you ask me, this whole Easter egg feels a little weird. And that's a horrible argument, I understand, but we've gone through quite a bit of zombie promotion. Even this year, there was that The Truth Lies thing. And every time Treyarch does something for the community, it feels as though it's very designed and purposeful, and we get solutions and we get answers in a reasonable time. With the reveal of Black Ops 6, they sent Noah a TV with a VHS and they played this video, and we got our answers that very same day. With The Truth Lies, we got a channel or two about a day until the reveal of Black Ops 6. Now in the past, whenever they've utilized more than one content creator, they've each given a content creator a little piece of the puzzle, and sometimes it's literally a piece of the puzzle where everybody has to come together and put this picture together and put these things together in order to make this one big thing apparent to us. This feels very different from all of that. So either Treyarch is taking this thing in a whole new direction, or it's not Treyarch. Also for zombies, whenever we ask Treyarch, whenever we ask like Jason Blundell or whoever a direct question, they will either answer very esoterically to kind of clue us into kind of the puzzle they want us to solve, but very, very rarely do they ever say, no, stop looking. And whenever they did, when Jason Blundell said, hey, I wouldn't waste my time looking over there, we trusted him. We trusted, hey, let's not look over there. But because of this whole The Truth Lies campaign, when Activision and John and Charlie Intel all said, hey, no, they said no, everybody was like, the truth lies, come on. But that doesn't feel like Treyarch to me. It's one thing to say, well, don't look over there. No, I wouldn't worry about that. Versus, no, don't look over there. Like, don't worry about that. There's a tone, and the tone that I got from all of these tweets, from everything I see, is that, yeah, this is pretty fake. After all, it's pretty easy to fake, oh no, the lights are coming off. What am I ever gonna do? It's because I have remote control right here off screen. And then you put your stream deck over there so you can end the stream right away so you don't see anything on camera. Also, looking at Pizza's 115 static here, 115 has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with the Dark Ether story. So once again, unless we're taking the story in a completely different direction, 115 was eradicated. I guess that's technically not true. all of this 115, for those of you who don't know, was banished to the dark ether. And within the dark ether, this 115 crystallized into Ethereum. And so instead of 115, like at the end of Pizza's stream here, we have Ethereum. Could this mean maybe Zombies Chronicles 2 is coming out? Goodness me, I don't want to start up that rumor again. Unless Zombies Chronicles 2 is coming out with the OG maps with 115, I don't know why 115 would be in that status. But what about the Morse code? Well, we could easily just go on a website and create Morse code, kind of like this. Oh, do you guys hear this? What's going on? And also, there's just this weird emphasis on Milo now. Usually when it's a community-wide thing, the community solves it, but for a lot of these things, it's been given strictly to Milo. And very, very rarely are like the content creators in on the thing that needs to be solved. Usually the content creators kind of know about a thing coming, but then live stream something to solve it with the community, which is how this whole thing first started. But with Milo, he solved the roof cipher by himself. The briefcase was solved on his Discord, which I can't really find anywhere on the internet, at least an open invite. And so that fun and excitement of the zombies community solving things is kind of gone. And especially in that last Milo video, those Scrabble words, like if I didn't know what to do, if I wasn't in on it, I would lay those out flat. I'd show the community, I'd tweet out a picture of those things, I'd show the back of them, the numbers and how they all go together. But he didn't do that. He just kind of kept it in the video and was like, oh yeah, those things are there. How are we going to solve it as a community if we never see all of the numbers and letters? And then we could talk about the items in the briefcase. Survival equipment doesn't feel a lot like something Treyarch would give away. It's going to be something retro, like with Infinite Warfare Zombies and the VHS stuff and the 90s things, you know, or the 80s things. Plus the photos that we'll go back to, the first couple photos, like yes, the last one totally looks photoshopped, but the first couple ones look pretty darn good. Now, of course, this is like a video camera of a photo, so like, that's gonna be pretty easy to hide the Photoshop. It just doesn't feel like the normal procedures for a zombies teaser. The most logical conclusion is that it is, but if that's true, why aren't other zombies YouTubers giving us hints? Maybe we're just really early on into this, but this has been going on for almost 2 weeks now. We know for a fact that Mr. Dalek JD and Chopper both go to these developer calls and all these things for Modern Warfare 3 and for zombies, so I would expect to see things from them. And so as you're watching this video, be sure to check them out because they might have more information if this is truly about Black Ops 6 zombies. Now, I really don't want to go down this route, but I just have to voice my opinion here. I have to be honest with you, beautiful people. We have to ask the question, what motive or why would these YouTubers in particular, Noah, Pizza, Milo, fake this sort of thing? Well, because it's pretty darn fun. Look at the havoc that it's causing in the zombies community. Look at what we're talking about. We're making videos about people disappearing when they're very clearly not disappearing. And also there's the fact that Milo hasn't been invited to these Call of Duty things for quite some time now. But maybe this is some sort of publicity stunt for Milo, for him to show all of the Call of Duty developers that, hey, I can drum up some attention, I could solve some ciphers, I can create some interest in the zombies thing here. That's why he keeps mentioning zombies and Treyarch this, and oh my goodness, this is so professionally done. Thank you, Treyarch. It could be a huge stunt to get on their good side. And at the very opposite of that, it very well could be Treyarch really showing him favor as a welcome back to being in the good graces of Activision. I know I'm usually very positive, but especially when it comes to hype and excitement, I tend to be pretty realistic. I try not to get too excited. If our expectations are way up here, and especially after Activision themselves said, no, this ain't it. Supposedly, I should say. They supposedly said this ain't it. To get excited for this to be Black Ops 6, and then if it turns out that it's not Black Ops 6, I don't want everybody to be bummed out. But again, I'm getting conflicting things here. Milo is so dedicated to saying it's Black Ops 6 that if it's not, he's gonna look kind of bad unless he had no part of it, which I kind of don't know. But if it is part of Black Ops 6, I feel like it's almost a swing and the miss because of how much everyone was saying, no, this is not it. This is not it. Believe me, trust us, 100,000%, this is not a thing. I know the truth lies and all that stuff, but it still feels like we need to be able to trust Activision, and blatantly lying or having other content creators lie on your behalf is a little weird. Now, we can also use some logic here to figure out if this is going to lead up to anything. Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 drops on August 21st. COD Next is the very next week. Now, we know Activision doesn't like marketing both the current game and the next game on the same week. So it is possible all of this stuff supposedly teasing Black Ops 6 happens next week or even this week, because like I said, Thursday, August 1st is 2 weeks from what that message said to stay dark, which leaves the next week, the week of the 11th or 12th or whatever, to advertise Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 Reloaded. And then the week after that, you know, Season 5 Reloaded comes out, and then the week of the 25th or the 26th, you get to advertise your your COD Next zombie gameplay and all that good stuff. So that's where we're at. I have absolutely no clue what to think of this. The simplest explanation is usually the correct one. So if you want even more information about Black Ops 6 Zombies and kind of everything we know so far, be sure to check out this video and stay